So when will foreigners stop being suckers and coming over to the Philippines and marrying women that they've never met, they've known for a day, a week, a month, and coming from that starved mindset and jumping into a government contract with a woman that brings nothing to the table except sex? That is the $1,000,000 question. You know, so many guys come from a place of scarcity. They come to the Philippines, they meet a woman, she acts right for a day or a week or a month, and they're ready to go for a full-blown government contract with a woman that, you know, could very easily still have her local boyfriend, a woman that doesn't have the best of intentions for them. There's very little upside in marriage for a man outside of religion, or if you have children together. I totally respect that. And you know, I just noticed that so many guys are coming over here starved out and doing shotgun weddings with these women that they literally don't even know. When you're with a woman, you're in a honeymoon phase for 90 to 180 days generally. Then you start to, you know, hit a rough patch. Then you get into an area where you start to accept each other for who you are and get into the long haul type area around a year. But there's so many different layers and sides to a woman that you see as time goes on, 1 year in, 9 months in, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The mask kind of comes off and you see the real habits and the you know, things you don't like about someone, for men and women. And I think that marriage is the ultimate step. And I think that you should know somebody for years before you tie a government contract knot with said person, especially in a situation where they have everything to gain and you have everything to lose. So in any country, I think you should know a woman for multiple years before you marry her. I know this is not a popular opinion, and I know a lot of guys do this, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I wonder when guys will stop doing this and stop, you know, just, you know, coming from that scarcity mindset and just doing that government contract right out the gate. It seems as though there's such a big trend of Western guys coming over here, and, you know, it's not enough for them to just date and get to know someone. They gotta make it official with that government contract. And I really, really think that that can be a catastrophic mistake in any country for any man. You must condition yourself to that abundance mindset and understand that you're the prize, and really, really try to evaluate a woman over multiple years before you bring her to America or even marry her in the Philippines. Most guys won't take my advice on this, but that is truly what you should do as a Western man that is the prize. And just for two human beings getting to know each other, you know, being able to spend the next 40 to 50 years together, it really, really, really takes evaluation time. And you must be very careful bringing a large age gap back to your Western country, or even just marrying a woman, period. You gotta figure out money expectations, mood, temperament. Do they really like you? How do they act after a year? How do they act after 6 months? You know, what are the expectations money-wise and otherwise? And I feel like I see so many guys do it when they're just in that honeymoon phase and they're just so sprung and so grateful. She should be grateful for you. And you need to understand that you hold tremendous value in Southeast Asia, and a ticket to a Western country is a golden ticket. So you just gotta really, really exercise caution and vet these women, and they need to vet you, and you guys need to see if you can get along for the long haul. It's one thing to get along with someone for a week or get along with someone on a 2-week millionaire trip, and it's another thing to wake up with them 40 years later. Ups and downs, money, losing money, you know, different things, growing old together, you know, that takes a solid, I would say, 3-year evaluation time, in my personal opinion. So I just want guys to be a little bit more cautious. You don't have to do things my way, but you certainly shouldn't marry someone you've known for a week or two. And being in an LDR is not, you know, getting to know someone, in my opinion, like face to face. That's the honest truth. You need to have that FaceTime with someone. If you're in an LDR, video calls can only take you so far. When you're living with someone on trial runs, or they're living with you half the time, that's when you really get to see the real person and really, really get an idea of if you want to spend the next 50 years, in most cases, with said person. So just exercise a little bit of caution and a little bit of discernment, and just do not jump into this stuff, guys, please. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I go live every day at 9 a.m. I do consultations, Jasperinthephilippines@gmail.com, and sana all.